No. Okay, lights are not normally an option at this time in the morning, but without them you won't be able to see a thing. I don't know what time it is, it's probably 6 or something. But I have managed to reach over, stick my arm out of the blankets, grab the remote control for the heater and turn that on. I shall now stay here until it's warm enough to get out of bed. It's actually not that cold. It's 12 degrees overnight tonight. So I'm up in the Blue Mountains at the moment, up at Mount York. It's just camped up near the Mount York lookout. There's a bit of a free camp area here, so first time I've ever been here. It's not a bad spot. I had some clown with a generator going most of the night, but I think it turned it off at about 8 o'clock or something, so it wasn't too bad. Weather's pretty average. It's very rainy, but that's why I came up the mountains. I want to try and catch a bit of a view of the waterfalls and things with extra water going over. So today, once it gets a little bit warmer in here, I'll climb out of bed and make a bit of a move. We'll go for a bit of walk down to some waterfalls. Alright, let's do it. Heater's been on for about 5 or 6 minutes now. Doesn't take long to warm things up. So. Pretty rainy night. Some people rocked up in the rain and set up a tent out there. It's the thing with official campsites, you quite often get people turning up at all hours. You know, they're coming in quite late, must be travelling or something, I don't know. I never do that. I always get here relatively early and try and find a quiet spot and just relax before it gets dark. Cook some dinner, whatever else. Pack this bed away. See, a lot of people on the van life forums don't like having a bed they have to make every day, but really, you know, it takes like less than 5 minutes to pack it all away, and again less than 5 minutes to set it up again at night. And the benefit is that you can use all this space during the day, which I use as a lounge area, and much better use of space to have a bed that packs away each day. And seriously, 10 minutes a day to pack it up and set it up, it's not a lot. Oh, just turn the heater down, it's getting a bit warm in here now. I got one of those cheap Chinese built diesel heaters, bought it off eBay. It was like $100 for the whole set, and it's about the third one of those I've had. Worked really well. Quality of some of the rubberware that comes with them, like the pipes and things, isn't very good, but heck, when it costs you $100 for the whole kit, you can afford to spend another $10 on new hoses. Done. Yeah, you don't want to see this. Alright, time to see the world. I've run out of bananas. I usually have bananas in my cereal. Never mind. Still good. Turn this heater off, it's getting a bit hot in here. Usually I like to open the door and hang out the side and eat my breakfast, but it's too cold and wet. Always try and save as much water as possible when I'm washing up. Never fill the sink with water. Just grab a sponge, a little drop of soap on there, soak the sponge, and away you go. There we go, all washed up using less than a cup full of water. Oh, battery's gone flat. That'll be no shave today. Alright, ready to roll. Let's do the all-important cupboard door check, make sure we get everything locked. Fridge, because I always forget that and end up with bloody milk on the floor. We're all good. Right. Already got my shoes in the front on the floor. Always leave my shoes on the floor just in case I need to move in the middle of the night for whatever reason. Just going to come down, have a look at the lookout. Not a lot of point trying to check out the view, looks like we're in the clouds. Alright, we'll move on, go somewhere else, get up a little bit higher maybe. So I'm going to go and have a shower. Yes, I've just got dressed and all that sort of business, but basically where I was parked wasn't the best spot for having a shower, mainly because you know, I'm right on the road and I don't have a grey water tank, so basically all my shower water is going to dump out underneath. So what I need to do now is just go and find somewhere a little more suitable. I'll just find a little bit of a grassy patch on the side of the road and park there, and then any of my shower water can just go and water the grass basically. So now obviously people frown upon you dumping your dirty water out, but I think if you're just a little bit careful as to where you put it, make sure you're away from any water courses and away from anywhere where it's going to pool. Grey water's fine when it hits the ground, but it's when it sits there and festers it gets a bit gross, so I'll just find somewhere on the side of the road where I can just stop and have a quick shower. Alright, all done. Done my hair. Let's go. So I've driven that road about 10 minutes up the Blackheath now. I think we're a little bit above the clouds, so just going to go down to a lookout called Govetts Leap and have a bit of a look. This is very nice. Pick a spot. This will do. Oh, that is nice. Look at that in the waterfall. Just coming out to get a bit of footage of the waterfall and stuff. Now the rain's coming in, so I'm going to run back and hide in the van for a while. It's going to be one of those days, just running back and forward to get out of the rain. One thing I do have to do is buy an umbrella, so it might be a shopping trip today. Righto, visibility is not so crash up now. An overgrown track is just what you want when it's been raining. All the trees are wet now, so am I. made a couple of attempts at going out and getting some shots. So I was lucky when I went down to that lookout, the battery went flat in the GoPro, so I came back to the van. Just as I got back, it started pouring. Anyway, I'm giving up on this because the weather's just too flaky. I'm going to go into Katoomba, I'm going to buy an umbrella, and then I might go and find some waterfalls that have little short walks down to them, and we'll go check those out. So I spent about 3/4 an hour doing my rainy day activity. They'd be doing some shopping and stuff. So I've just driven down to a reserve here. This is near the Katoomba Falls. As I came past, I could see the creek that feeds the falls absolutely belting down. So yeah, there's a lot of runoff, so this should be pretty cool. This is the downside of trying to do this in the rain. You will get muddy. Unfortunately, there's so much fog and cloud around, because once we get to the point where we can see the waterfall, it's going to be shrouded in clouds. Won't be able to see it anyway. Bit annoying. Yeah, can't see anything, unfortunately. About to see why I like to have my bathroom at the back of the van, so I can access the back door through the bathroom. Bloody hell. At least I can climb in through the back door into the shower, and I don't have to worry about dripping water everywhere. I think it'll be a little wiser to try and wait the rain out. Well, it's not supposed to stop until tomorrow. Anyway, so I've come down the Wentworth Falls now, and it's just shrouded in clouds. So as much as I want to go and have a look at the falls, I'm not going to see anything. So I'm going to cook some lunch and see what happens over the next few minutes. Lazy lunch today. I'm going to cook some dumplings. Actually, that's moderately lazy. This is the real lazy lunch, when I just chuck it in the microwave and warm it up. So my van's all electric, I don't have any gas in here, and to cook I basically use a portable induction cooker. They work really well. I only ever set it on about 1200 watts maximum, and it heats the frying pan up real quickly. And the only hassle, which you probably can't see because the camera is sort of auto-leveling, is that I'm on a bit of an angle here, and the induction cookers tend to, they work on a frequency basis, and it kind of vibrates the pan. So you kind of got to watch it. If you're on an angle, the pan will vibrate off and slip off the top of the plate. It doesn't fall completely off. Well, actually it might, I don't know. When it comes to cooking, I'm not a big fan of actually doing it, but it's kind of essential. I'm on a pretty tight budget, so end up having to buy some food and cook it. The sort of food I usually cook is sort of more Asian style food, so usually just stir fries and things that I can knock over in one pan, and then I'll cook up a bunch of rice and throw it in a microwave container, keep it in the fridge, and then warm up as I need it. Typically I'll have my big meal at lunchtime, so I'll do all my cooking during the day when it's light. And the reason for that is that if I'm sort of camping in back streets, I don't want to be having the lights on at night while I'm cooking something. It's a little bit obvious. So I just try and keep my nighttime meal pretty simple, and usually I have a toasted sandwich. So basically I just swap my lunch and my dinner meals around, and do all my cooking during the day. When I do actually cook something, I usually cook up a whole bunch of stuff, usually about 3 or 4 meals worth, and the rest of it goes in the fridge, and then I can just microwave it later on when I'm feeling a bit lazy. A bit of vinegar and green pepper oil in the bowl there. I love pepper oil. I'll clean up this mess. One thing I always do is soak up any excess oil into paper towels and chuck it in the bin, rather than washing it down the sink. It's bad in a house sink, but you do it in your van, you're really going to make a mess. Doubly important if you don't have a grey water tank and you're just letting the water go out on the street, so you definitely don't want to be letting oil head down the road. This is hilarious. I thought it had stopped raining, and in the time it's taken me to put my jacket and shoes on, it started raining again. Let's do it. Oh, that's probably the best path to take down there, but look at the amount of water on the steps. There we go. Yeah, fantastic view of the underside of a cloud. Whoops, nearly lost my umbrella. Big waterfall going down the stairs. A bit of noise. Let's move more water. Well, it looks like you can still get across, so obviously not too much water. Well, this just totally blows. Can't see a damn thing because of all the fog and clouds. It's just wet and muddy. It just stopped being fun, so basically now I'm just going to go back to the van. I'll go find one of my favourite little parking spots, which is out of the way, and nobody goes there, and lock down for the night and dry out. Kind of looking a little like the rain's sort of slowing down a bit now. Of course the cloud's not clearing, so we're still not going to be able to see anything. Anyway, my tripod was playing up, it all jammed up. It's been rubbish forever. It's like a bazillion years old and completely garbage. I just found that Kmart has some for sale for like $6, so yeah, why not? Why not just buy another one that's going to be useless? So I'm going to run up to Kmart and do that up in Katoomba, so it's about a 15-minute drive up the road. As you exit the car park here from Wentworth Falls, you sort of drive along the cliff edge and you can see that it's still no good. So calling it quits for today, I think. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to see a damn thing. So should we do a Kmart car park unboxing of a super cheap bloody tripod? $6, I mean seriously, come on. Not expecting great things here. But let's face it, I'm on a serious budget at the moment, and my current tripod is stuffed, so I need a new one. I figure that is just really tight and really tiny, really compact, and it will do as a bit of an interim until I can afford something a bit better. I would prefer to spend about $50 or something and get something a little more reasonable, but bloody hell. You know, it's got cam locked leg thingies on it, which my old one didn't have, and that was the problem. It had these screw things on there and they kept jamming up. You just could not do them. So anyway, mate, for $6 I'm not complaining. That's awesome. Even if it only lasts for one weekend, it's still pretty good. Look at that. It's even got a little spirit level on it. Alright. Beautiful. Can you see me? 5:30, almost dark outside. I am here somewhere, believe me. Let me take you for a walk outside. I've just secreted myself into a little hidey hole for the night. I have stayed here a few times before. Not telling you where it is. Suffice to say, I'm in the Blue Mountains and hidden away somewhere. I'm keeping this one secret. This is a really good spot. Beautiful and quiet. And actually go for a bit of a short walk down that way, and you come out onto the cliff face and you've got this beautiful view over the valley. Can't see any of the waterfalls or anything, but it sort of looks up towards Wentworth Falls and Katoomba and stuff like that. But, so maybe in the morning might head up there, because it's getting dark now. It's probably dinner time and all that sort of business. A little more running around this afternoon than I would like to. Normally I'll try and keep my driving around to a minimum just to reduce my fuel bill. I need to get a new tripod, and heck, it's raining, it's boring, what else do you do? So plus driving around with the heater on, it's actually allowed my clothes to dry out, which is a bonus, so I can put a few things away now and settle in for the night. The other good thing about this spot too, it's far enough away that I can actually use my lights and not feel guilty about it at night, or not feel worried that someone's going to come and tell me to go. Yeah, I was supposed to be doing some food, wasn't I? Got a little distracted. That happens a lot. Started fiddling around my phone. Yeah, usual sort of thing. Surfing Facebook. Pretty dark out there now, so no more view. Closed down for the night. Like I said before, I tend to swap over dinner and lunch, so I'm just having a toasted sandwich for dinner because it's easy, and by this time of the night, easy is good. Yeah, that'll do it. Saw a car drive past. I think somebody might have been trying to get into my parking spot. I just went up a little bit further. There's a few little spots here you could sneak into. Ice cream time. I think I just lost half an hour looking at Facebook. Either that or I was abducted by aliens, I don't know. I lost time either way. It's cold, it's dark. I think it's probably time now just to make up the bed. I generally do try to climb into bed relatively early when it's cold like this and just keep warm. Sorted pillows. One little important thing I need to do before getting into bed, grab the remote control for the heater and leave that right next to the bed so I can reach it in the morning without getting out. Righto, so it's 7:30, definitely bedtime. Basically, I'm just going to lie here now and do my usual listening to music, and I'll need to get headphones down. And listen to music, watch some YouTube, all that sort of business. Not much else to do at night unless you want to go out and party, but I'm not really into that. It's kind of boring. So anyway, I'd be really surprised if anyone's actually got to this point in the video anyway, but yeah, that's a little snapshot of my daily van life. Full-time living in a van. Today being a particularly crappy day with all the rain and everything, so, well, that happens. We'll see. If lots of people watch this, then maybe I'll do another one on a good day and you'll get to see some more exciting stuff going on. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.